there's a lot of things that have been discussed in terms of the future of economics in particular, with regards to artificial intelligence and automation and these radical changes that are probably coming whether we like it or not. And one of the things that's been discussed as a potential solution to some of the economic woes is a universal basic income. Have you studied this?
I'm studying it now. I'm looking at some of the places that have or are currently kind of launching pilot projects. I know there's a European country that did a 2-year pilot and then they decided not to go down that route. I think there's I'm taking a hard look at this because there are strong arguments, I think, on both sides. We got to look and see what would the effects actually be.
Yeah, I'm torn on it as well. I'm very open to the idea of it because I think that we very well could run into a situation where millions of people are almost instantly out of jobs, and there's no solution for that. And then
out of jobs by their choice, or
out of jobs by automation.
Oh,
out
right,
of jobs
right,
by
yeah,
artificial intelligence
exactly.
taking over their positions.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, this is a real problem.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's gonna happen slowly.
Right.
I think that problem's gonna stumble onto us very quickly.
Yeah.
And we are not prepared for this. And then there's a problem psychologically. People say that, well, if you just give people money, you take away their ambition and their will. And one of the things that makes America great is that people hustle, and that you give a bunch of people money that they don't earn, and they're going to be lazy.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the
different counter arguments, and I think there's another one that points to if you look at how much taxpayer dollars are spent on like Section 8 housing or different affordable housing programs, on food stamps, on kind of these different social welfare programs. How much are we spending on overhead to administer those programs? And so would it make more economic sense to just kind of compile all of those benefits into one package and just give people a check instead of piecing it out through all of these different things? And would we actually save money as a country by doing so?
And the argument to incentivize productivity, even amongst people that are accepting universal basic income, I believe, is to let them keep it no matter what. So the idea is, even if you make $10 million a year, you're going to still get X amount of dollars per month as universal basic income. And you can choose to donate that to causes of your choice. But if you're a person who's concerned that this is going to somehow or another stifle people's motivation to get jobs, because if you get a job, then they won't get that money, which is the case with welfare.
Yeah,
right. The idea that it's very difficult to get someone, when you're giving them free money, to say, look, you're going to have to work harder and then you're going to get less. They're going to go, why would I work harder? So the idea is, and I believe Elon Musk is one of the ones that came up with this, well, don't take away the money. Like, everybody gets it no matter what. You can choose to do whatever you want with it, but the way to incentivize action and productivity is to make that money just universally available to everyone.
Yeah, I guess that's the universal aspect of that. Yeah. You know, I mean, I kind of believe that, I mean, just culturally, people, and we were talking about these young kids, for example, you know, I mean, they're not getting paid one thing or another, but just their drive and their interest and kind of their intellectual direction. I don't know. I think people are not necessarily lazy by nature, and I think there's something to be said for wanting to actually get things done. And I think you open up, rather than saying, well, we've just got to, our purpose is just to work in a job. You maybe broaden that spectrum to where your purpose in life is not just to work a good paying job, but actually have meaning and purpose to what you're doing with your life.
That's best case scenario, right?
Yeah.
Best case scenario with universal basic income is you give people the opportunity to pursue their dreams.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I think that in large part, maybe the problem is planting the seed in young people at an early age that you're not supposed to just try to make money to survive. That here's your money to survive. Just what do you want?
Right.
What do you want? How do you think you would best fit in this world? Like, what is your contribution?